Hey guys, it's Gemma, and we are doing a Let's Play of Tomb Raider Anniversary. This is not my first round with this game. We've done it multiple times. So I figured, hey, let's do a Let's Play for it. I'm starting at the very beginning of the game, and yes, I'm going to probably be playing on easy, just so I can show you guys how it's done. I'm sure there's tons of walkthroughs for this already on YouTube, but I thought I'd give my hand at trying one myself. So we're gonna see how this works. If my screen would stop trying to go to the opening cutscene. Alrighty, so maybe we'll see something good. Okie dokie, I am playing with subtitles on so that way people can, I don't know, it's just easier for me to play that way, so it might be kind of annoying for some people. So let's begin. Because I'm lame. I've already done all this. Okay, here we go.
Now what's a man gotta do to get that sort of attention from you?
If that's the sort of attention you want, Lawson, you're well on your way.
Sounds like fun, but I'm only here to make an introduction. Lara Croft, meet Jacqueline Natla of Natla Technologies.
Good afternoon, Miss Croft. My research department has recently turned its focus to the study of ancient artifacts, and I'm led to believe that with the right incentive, you're just the woman to find them for me.
I'm afraid you've been misled. I only play the sport.
Which is precisely why I've come to you, Miss Croft. This is a game you played before, with your father. You both spent years searching for the ski island of Atlantis. All you needed was the location of Lavapex 2.
You found Vilcabamba.
How quickly can you get to Peru?
So there's the opening video, telling you basically why you're doing this to begin with.
Vilcabamba continues to elude us, and my insistence that we press on in spite of his failures doesn't allow him. I suspect changes to the author of this edition. He simply refuses to accept the possibility that Atlantis is the foundation upon which all known civilizations were built. Increasingly, I find it is love that remains untainted by academic dogma and open-minded enough to see this truth.
So yeah, sorry about the camera moving earlier. I was trying to fit it on the screen better. I don't have a really cool way of recording, so I just kind of use my little digital camera and have it propped up on stuff. So yeah, that's how this is working. Like I said, this is not my first playthrough. I've done Peru so many times, it's not even funny. Well, it could be funny, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. Let's see. Yes, I know, the grappling hook, all that fun stuff. Although the grappling hook tends to get me into trouble quite a bit later. Mountain caves. So normally you would go talk to the little guy, and he tells you he doesn't know how to open the door. But that's okay, because we do. I do a lot of stopping to adjust camera angles, because I like to have all of the camera behind Lara basically at all times. It makes it easier for me when playing. Oops, I didn't go over quite far enough. Depending on how well this goes, we may do more other games. Because that's not foreboding. I love her sunglasses. Like, I really do. Stop. I'm going to be recording while I'm playing at the same time, so you're going to hear me reacting to things exactly, and I'm probably going to be talking to my dog quite a bit, because she likes to bug me when I'm doing stuff. Stop. So if you hear me saying stop, it's probably me talking to her. And you can probably hear her nails clicking on our hardwood floor. I never know what to talk about in these things. I've been playing Tomb Raider for a long time. It's one of my first games I ever played, back when it was on the PC. And this is a remake of that one. I just can't remember which Lara Croft it was. I want to say it was probably one of the first ones. One of the, probably like, somewhere in 1 through 3. Now in Peru, we're going to be getting all artifacts and relics. So right now, I'm showing you where artifact number 1 is. We're going to try and get all artifacts in all locations. I know there's one in Egypt that I will not be getting because I've never been able to get it. So I'm not even going to attempt for this walkthrough. And I don't have any fancy video editing stuff, so if I screw up, you're going to see me doing the same scene multiple times. Because I can't cut it out. I don't know how. So there's artifact number 1 in this little alcove above us. Kind of cool. It was up there, and you can't see up there very well. Alright, moving on. Now we're going to get attacked by bats. I remember... No? There we go. It's been a while since I've played this particular one. Lately I've been playing a lot of the 2013 remake that Square Enix did. Which I was really kind of against because there's been so many games that talk about her history and who she was and how she became who she was. That was a large med pack in case my camera didn't show it very well. So like I said, I was really kind of against playing the remake, and then finally I was like, okay, I will give it a try since I love Tomb Raiders so much. Yeah. Now we're getting artifact number 2. I'm gonna try and stop these with each chapter progression as much as I can, considering my camera only gives me a 25-minute time limit per video shot, which kind of sucks. So we're gonna see how well this works. And I just hope my controller doesn't keep sticking. It's kind of old, so it has this habit of sticking in one location over another. I would be playing this on the PlayStation 3 if my PlayStation 3 wasn't having some sort of weird internal error where it doesn't want to turn on. I'd really like my Pacific Rim DVD back. But what do I know? Okay, so there was artifact number 2. And in fact, the very first time I ever played Tomb Raider, I missed it because I didn't know, and I was pissed when I found out. Because I like to try and make sure I have as many... Let go, Lara. As many of these things as I can. And I do have this on the Wii, and I don't know how to play it on the Wii. Like, it's really confusing. So, I try not to deal with it. Okay, let's see. I think there's only 2. Pretty sure there's only 2. Normally what would happen is, usually I have to jump down there, but I guess for whatever reason it triggered them. But usually what would happen is you would run across the bridge and then get jumped by the wolves. Which kind of sucks, but it's a fact of life. So there's a small med pack in this little corner, and there's our 3rd artifact. We're gonna have to go around the long way to get it because you can't jump up there from here. I'm gonna try and do as many recordings as I can in as short as a time as I can. Oops. But oh, my dog is reacting to something. I live in an apartment complex that's really hush, Moose. That is really noisy most of the time. The kids, Missy, stop. Missy, hush. You can kind of hear people at all times of the day. They're really loud and they're really annoying. And most of the time they get on my nerves. They like to harass my dogs. And they're upsetting them, clearly. I'm hoping that we can get out of this place soon. Because of just how annoying and disrespectfully rude the children are here. It's sad. You'd think that their parents would teach them to behave, but they don't. So, there's a rope in the middle that's telling you to jump to it. We're actually going to do that in just a moment. First, however, I'm going to come down here and deal with this bear that's really hard to see for some reason. There he is. You'll find that in this particular Tomb Raider game, I tend to fight on rocks a lot, as often as I can, because in this particular game, I don't like to go charging head first into things. It's not what I do. I'll do it on other games, and if we play into those other games, you'll see me just go straight in head first, but not on this one. Especially later when you have to fight the dinosaurs. Then I'm really up on rocks because those raptors are bastards. And they're not fun to fight. I'm really doing this for a friend of mine, Stabby Cat. She's pretty awesome, and she seemed pretty excited when I said I was going to start doing these again. So this is for her, mostly. Anybody else who enjoys my stuff, probably also an old friend of mine. What are you doing, Laura? Stop it. I did start a series of these a long time ago under a different username, and I decided that I was just going to scrap them because they were so bad, because I had no clue. Whoops. Oh, dang. I had no clue what I was doing, being, you know, my first time and everything. So, if I sound familiar, that might be why you probably didn't watch my old one, because really the only people who watched them were friends of mine. So, I'm gonna try and get all the med packs, which is why I'm so adamant about getting whatever is in this little alcove. I can't remember if it's a large one or... There we go. Yeah, it's a large med pack. I don't use them as often as I probably should, at least not in Peru, because I know Peru very well. So, I have pretty much all of the creatures and where they appear I don't really know what to say. Like, it's hard to find stuff to talk about. But people tell me you need to talk during these things, or they're boring. But I know a lot of people who try to do these without commentary, and sometimes when you just want to watch gameplay, that's good. But when you look for a specific Let's Play, you kind of want to hear people talking and reacting. One thing I will never do is I will never do a blind playthrough of anything, because to me that's kind of annoying. Okay, there's a checkpoint. And I'm probably going to get hit by these things. Oh, yeah, see? I almost always get hit. Sometimes worse than others. So she's going to step on this and find out that this door is locked. Which kind of complicates things. So let's see if we can get this done in 9 minutes. Should be able to. Now normally you would trigger this first lock first, but I like to go around and trigger the second lock first before the first one. It's kind of complicated and confusing when I describe it that way. That's the best way to describe it. Oh. It's nice of them to stop and let you stand up before they kill you. So I just used a large med pack. When you press up on the D-pad, that allows you to use them. Now we are going to be here for a few extra minutes because there is a super relic, I guess you could say, at the top of this location. There's not one in every level, or rather there's not one in every, I guess, section of every location, but we're gonna get this one. I don't think Laura weighs enough really to make that much of a difference to drop these things. She might, but I'm pretty sure she doesn't. And it sounds like a heartbeat with your timer, letting you know kind of how much time you've got. So now we've opened this door, and I'm going to use these last few minutes of the video time to pull up, well, not pull up, but to get the relic. It won't take long, just a few minutes. So while I'm doing this, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave them in my comment section. I'll try and address them individually when I can. And if you guys want to request any games, I'll see if I can do them. I'm going to try and take us through this whole game first. Last time I cut off in Greece because I was just really frustrated and tired of doing this when the person who had requested me to do them in the first place decided he no longer was interested in seeing them. So it was really kind of frustrating that I was doing these, and which makes me sound really petty. Uh-oh. Oops. Laura's all over the place now. Oh, dang it. I just killed Laura. You'll find I do that a lot. I crunch her many times. So the loading screen is a picture of the Scion, Skion, the stupid artifact thing that we're looking for, which is pronounced weird to me. Like, you would think it would be Scion, but they call it the Skion, and it's, I don't know, it just doesn't sit well with me. Oh, go that way. Oops. I don't know how well this is turning out on my little camera, considering it has to sit to the side of me in order for me to do this, since I'm on a wired controller. But I hope that you can see. Like, for me, it's kind of dark. There we go. So for that particular little thing, it's all about your timing, which isn't very cool. I'm surprised these things don't break. I mean, how long have they been sitting here being exposed to natural air elements? Alright. This is the killer whale bottle. It says it's a ceramic bottle from approximately AD 700 depicting a mythological killer whale. Such vessels were used for drinking fermented chicha, which I'm guessing is a type of alcohol, maybe? I'm not familiar with the people of Peru and what they may or may not have done. So, alrighty. We have completed the mountain caves. It took us 15 minutes. We had 14 kills. We collected 5 supplies, 3 out of 3 artifacts, and 1 relic. I have not completed the time trial because, like I said, I'm starting a new game for you guys. And this is where we're going to stop video 1. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. If not, I'm sorry. But stay tuned for video 2. Bye!